Hello, my name is Eric Walker. I'm the CEO of Legends and Legacy Sports Marketing. We're based out of our headquarters in Detroit, Michigan, with clients all over the world. We work with people such as Alicine Centilius, Jeremy Johnson, along with Sam Beal and Greg Jennings of the Minnesota Vikings are among some of the top talented players that we've worked with. Legends and Legacy matches athletes with agencies and provides real-time statistics and research for companies like industry giant Wasserman, Excel, Creative Agencies, along with Octagon and several other different sports marketing firms. The company is big on attracting corporate sponsorships and endorsements like Nike, Sprite, and Pepsi, and pretty much what we're geared towards is being able to give exposure to high school and college athletes who want to be able to transition into the professional sports. For our presentation today, we'll be discussing the importance of being able to bridge the gap of Premier League with World Airways, which is an international airline. The presentation will be given by myself, Eric Walker, the CEO of the company. World Airways is primarily an airline that primarily focuses on a substantial amount of business through military, especially in the road connecting American bases and in the U.S. and also in the Middle East. It also thrives on being able to work with different passengers and different companies, such as the Jacksonville Jaguars is one that are partnered with the NFL, and also wet leases and other airlines. World Airways was founded in 1948, operating internationally and domestic passengers, with its DC-10 body jetliner based in the Asian region. They operate out of a lot of different primary airports, from Baltimore to Frankfurt, Germany, Honolulu, Kansas City, London, England, and also Los Angeles, Washington, D.C. as well. A little bit about the financial report of World Airways. Their forecast for the operating revenue in the first quarter of 2017 was $9.6 billion. The forecasted first quarter for 2017 and their operating expense was a little bit more than $9 billion. Then also during the financial report, based off of the first quarter of their operating profit loss for 2017, we noticed that they went down from the first quarter of 2016 operating profit loss was 1.3 billion, and they went down to about 600 million. So with that being said, we feel that we would be being able to bridge World Airways with Premier League would be beneficial for the company in general. The Premier League itself is a top level of English football league system, which operates on a system of promotion and relegation through the EFL. The Premier League consists of and is made up of shareholders, and the season lasts from August up until May. Usually generate about 2.2 billion per year in euros for domestic and international television rights. And from 2014 to 2015 season to 2016-17 season, they were able to actually increase 800 million in revenue. Being that the most broadcasted sport in the world, we're primarily based in about 212 different territories, being able to reconciliate over 643 million potential audiences with close to about 4.7 billion people total. We're also ranked 5th in the UEFA coefficient of leagues based on our financial performances in the previous. A little bit about our jersey sponsorships, similar to this one that I'm wearing right now. Previously, we have been able to partner with Barclays, which is a multinational investment bank and financial service company. Prior to that, we were working with Carling Brewery, which is a beer company that was based in the UK. That's also been one of our previous sponsors. Although we haven't been able to find a new sponsor, we are partnered with Nike, which is our actual ball sponsor, and they will be the manufacturer of the company that's manufacturing our actual jerseys for this upcoming season. We'll be committed to being able to sponsorship in both the UAE and around the world for almost 30 years. And we believe sponsorship is one of the best ways to connect with our customers. We also know that it allows us to share and support interests and to be able to build closer relationships with our particular clients. We understand that the most important thing when it comes down to sponsorships is price, public relations, promotions, product, and the place as well. So alongside with our jersey sponsors, we'd be able to offer World Airways the opportunity to entertain any of its own clients and be able to reward the best customer for the long time support. As you can see in this next slide, gives an example of some of our previous partners that have done excellent sports and being able to spend, or when it comes to being able to spend their funds on jersey sponsorships with our company. As you can see here, we have an example of Fly Emirates, which is another international airline, and we also have an example of Wanga, which is another corporate company that actually used the EFL to be able to do jersey sponsors. Alongside there, one of the jerseys in the middle is a prime example of what if we were to partner with Airways, that's a prime example of how the jerseys would look. There would be the check on the right side of the jersey. It would say World Airways across the middle, and then we would also have the Premier League, which would be on the left side of the left shoulder of the jersey itself. A financial breakdown of our company. Our league offers the highest revenue generated in football clubs. Our total club revenue last year, in 2009-2010 season, was close to about 2.4 billion euros. We've been awarded the Queen Award for Enterprise in 2010. We're also ranked 7th on the list of Deloitte Football Money League list as well. Being broadcasting revenue generated excesses of 78 million, being able to exceed all other football leagues. And like we said before, we generate usually close to about 2.2 million euros in domestic and international television rights. So being able to partner with World Airways, what the benefit of it would be as far as from a media coverage standpoint, the Premier League, since as I explained before, we're one of the most viewed football leagues in the world with 4.7 billion viewers. Alongside of that, the league has brought in about close to 320 million euros from sales for international rights for the last 3 years. The television company that we're partnered with is called B-Sky Television, which is a European and telecommunication company. And being able to partner with us, what we would be able to offer World Airways is that we'd be able to offer sweepstakes and prize giveaways, promotional presence of the Premier League website. You'd also be able to receive different signage offered in our premium suite and hospitality locations. You'd also be able to receive on-field advertising and television advertising as well. Then also for any kind of merchandises or any kind of merch gear, we also have retail point of purchase displays with different logos of the Premier League and the World Airways together. Our newsletter will always include content and things on a regular basis, offering frequent incentive programs for our loyal fans as well. So that gives another example of what the media coverage and the sponsorship package would include. For example, right here we have the ticket example, which gives you an actual makeup of what it would look like if you were to partner with the Premier League. You would have your logo underneath the actual day and the date and the location of the event being taking place. Then on the flip side of it is where you would actually see that promotional information for your company. So we have on the left side of the bottom half of that ticket, we have the left side of it has like the discounted price for discount promotional codes. Then on the right hand side of it, we have the another company that also partners with us to offer the customers and different loyal fans different free items as well. Additional revenue opportunities with partnerships and sponsorship would include different event programs, venue newsletters, as I stated earlier, different seating charts, also event schedules, a venue website, merchandise as well. And with our company, we understand that pricing is a key essential in the marketing mix. So prices can fluctuate in the most effective tools in certain market conditions. When it comes down to the commercial rights in general, we would be able to actually offer your company brand of food beverage products. So for instance, if you were to have like a cup or any kind of actual food product or like a cup in general, we would be able to actually have the World Airways would have that logo be placed on the cup itself. And also, along with that, like I said before, advertising signage, we would be able to actually offer different signs that would be on field, such as on the back wall of a baseball field, or on the inside parameters of the soccer field. Then you would also be able to actually purchase electronic signage as well, which is like our new digital way of being able to advertise different signs for different companies that are partnering with us. So for an example, if World Airways were to decide to purchase our sponsorship for 5 years at a cost of about $100 million annually, we would be willing to offer a fulfillment benefit package that include complimentary suites, club seats, signage, and parking privileges for your benefits. Some of our previous companies that we've partnered with in the past, or that Premier League has partnered with in the past, have been PepsiCo, Visa, General Motors. Nike also did an increase in sales of about 27 million. Then we also have Bridgestone that also had an increase in sales after partnering with us in about 15 million in sales. If your company, World Airway, was to partner with Premier League, then we project that you will probably be able to actually increase your sales by about 19 million for that particular year within the first year. And then it's always generated that most companies actually see a growth within the following years after they've partnered with different companies. Thank you, and this concludes my presentation.